guys, you're not going to believe this, but I happen to have a brand new Rustler 2.5 in the storeroom. So I vote we need to get this thing out the box and see what it's all about, because this is by far your most entry-level, least expensive nitro you can buy. And the cool thing is, it's TQI, so it's got a gyro, which is going to be kind of important on a trophy truck. 2.5, easy start, good tires. Let's get this thing out and see what she looks like. It's a little wet out there, and guys, I want to go play. I believe the rain should be going away very, very, very soon. Cool, my favorite color body. Orange and red. Fuel bottle. Got all the good in here. Let me go and get all the stuff spread out, guys. I'm going to show you what you're going to get with a brand new Rustler. So what does $349 get us in 2026 in the world of nitro? In our power cell, for our easy start, we're getting air filter oil. We're getting a spare glow plug. We're getting a bunch of tools. We've got the owner's manual. We got stickers. We got more stickers. We got the instructions on our radio. We got our warranty. We got our push to buy our Traxxas fuel. We got some charger options. And we got warranty registration. They're giving us a 72 tooth spur. There's a 70 on it. Servo adapter, extra body clips, body washers, and then servo adapters if you just happen to have an old Spectrum 23 tooth servo. Shock spacers, and of course, the greatest fuel bottle ever made, the Traxxas fuel bottle. Let's go and get some batteries in this thing and see what we're looking at. You guys are right. Let's take a look at the truck first. 2.4 gig TSM receiver, which means we got a gyro. We got our fuel instructions, which is also our break-in instructions. Easy start 2.5. It's not an R, because the R is a Bluehead 2.5, but still a 2.5. We got a 2055 steering servo, which is, well, being rear-wheel drive, that should be just fine. And as far as the, and a 2055 throttles, or a 2055 throttle, 2055 steering servo. Single speed, plastic spur gear. Now we can get some batteries in this thing and see what it looks like. And the coolest thing about these things, guys, is they are relatively unchanged since 2008 when these things came out, which is proves the idea that these things are just awesome and they are timeless. Batteries in. Let's see if our electronics are any good. Well, we got a light on our radio. Got our steering, throttle, brake. Seems to have pretty good brakes. And guys, don't get me wrong, I have 6 running Rustlers up front that I got them running and just kind of pickled them, put them up front, and didn't think nothing else about them. And I figure if I'm going to make those things great nitros, I'm going to have to learn what a new one feels like. It's kind of a litmus test against all of them. But I vote we go ahead and just go and get this thing warmed up, get her on a stand. Let's get some fuel in her. Let's make her make the noise. I got the motor nice and preheated, and something you got to look out on, especially Traxxas, but all nitros. But whoever the kids are that are building these things in Taiwan, they like to leave the piston up on top dead, which locks the engine up. So you heat it up with your heater, get on that flywheel, and get it rotated backwards. And a little supplement too. And also, I was kind of confused on what this little white thing was here. This is actually a spare steering arm. I guess that's they call that a consumable. Let's go ahead and put in some of our Traxxas 18-year-old 33%. We're going to fill this thing up. This thing does not have a primer like the old Rustlers and Vortex had. Because believe it or not, this tank, exhaust, muffler, everything, well, that's all Nitro Vortex as well. So what we're going to do, we've got a fresh battery. We're going to fire this thing up and see how good she can possibly be. I'm going to kind of peek into my fuel line. This one does not have a shutoff. We're going to see if this thing will run. First thing we're going to do now that it runs, we're going to lower that idle. So guys, to get this idle right, I had to adjust the linkage. I had to come down about a full turn on the idle speed screw, and I also gave it a couple hours on the low end to cool it off. Let's fire this thing back up. Let's get a couple heat cycles through her so we can get her outside and go have some fun. That was half tank. She actually got up to about 230, 235, so I gave it a couple more hours out on the low speed to cool it down, but she's breaking it nice, guys, so I'm going to give her 20 minutes and I'll be back. Guys, we are 3 tanks into this thing. Radio's on. Let's see how good or bad she could possibly be. Well, guys, I'll tell you what, this thing does not suck. Does not suck in the least. And I did run the camera over and break the lens. Luckily, guys, it was just a lens protector. Guys, straight up, this thing does not suck. She is a monster, and the more I ran her, the more she wanted to wheelie, and the more she wanted to wheelie, the less she steers. But this thing is awesome. Great brakes. It broke in nice and easy. Where else are you going to get yourself a ready-to-run Nitro for $350, where all you're literally adding is 8 AA's and a little bit of fuel? Well, listen, guys, you get yourself out to get yourself a Rustler. Nitro, guys, or not, if you just want to get into it, just go ahead and get into it. But listen, I'll see you guys on the next one.